Outstanding resiliency, way to stay with it and get the overtime win. Second half in overtime, all right? All that combined, only 3 turnovers, which means we only gave up 8 fast break points. So when we take care of it, we can get whatever we want. Group that started in the fourth quarter, DJ, everybody else that was out there, 12-4 start. When it gets back into the game, really good job by that group. Michael Porter, 24 in the second half. Way to get going. Active hands. Nicola, 46, 10 and 9. Unbelievable. Russ, 9, 10 and 6. Everybody contributed. But I want to give this to Peyton Watson. Great job guarding Wemby. Everybody bought into the game plan, and we got the win on the road. Proud of you guys. Let's get home. Take a day off tomorrow, blackout day, and get ready for Boston and that gym, all right? Let's get going, fellas. Here we go. Family on 3. 1, 2, 3.
Coach Malone was rather hard on Peyton Watson after that loss in Denver and the way that he defended Wemby. Well, now he's given him the defensive player of the game chain after game 2. What adjustments do you think that Peyton Watson made?
I just think that Peyton Watson just needed to stay with it. You know, sometimes, Katie, I think this. You know, great players are great players for a reason, and you could be there with them, and they still make plays on you. And I thought there was an element of that with Victor Wembanyama yesterday in the game here in Denver. Today, what Peyton Watson always had to do was just do the same thing, stay physical, stay active, contest every shot, fight for every inch of hardwood with Victor. And if you did that, you were going to win your fair share of battles. He did that. And then he won his fair share of battles, especially in that fourth quarter and then into overtime. That is a well-deserved defensive player of the game chain because he answered the bell when faced with one of the better players in the league.
The Denver Nuggets finished with 11 steals as a team. Jamal Murray had 5 of them. So another defensive shout out right there to Murray, who was able to do some things off of the basketball. And when you have a player like Victor Wembanyama, you can be in passing lanes. You can be able to anticipate passes like this.
Yeah, so this is the 7th time this season Jamal Murray has had at least 3 steals in a game. The Nuggets are 5-2 in those games. This is a season high of steals for him. He's had these games before. He's just I think this season he's just been really, really good at anticipating things in passing lanes, about being very active with his hands. He really has epitomized in this one area what else can you do for your basketball team. And 5 steals is just a really, really good work for him tonight.
All right, we'll go back into the locker room right now. The defensive player of the game, Peyton Watson, is standing by.
Your defense down the stretch was extraordinary. The team defense, how did you guys turn it up in the fourth quarter and overtime?
I think it was just an increased attention to detail. There were some things that we wanted to do better from last game going into this game, just having to do with our physicality, making them more uncomfortable, and then also making them do things that they didn't want to do. So I think it was a concerted group effort to do that tonight, and we carried that out.
How big a win mentally is that for you guys? You never want to lose back-to-back to a team.
I mean, it's big. First of all, like you said, you never want to lose back-to-back to a team, but we're also the best second in back-to-back team in the league.
7-0.
Yeah, I think we're 7-0 now. So it's just a testament to us fighting through fatigue. You know, we got a crazy schedule. We landed last night at 3 a.m. We didn't get no sleep. So I think it was just, it was... Are you serious, bro? But nah, like I said, this is a tough group of guys, and we fought through the fatigue and being a little bit sleep deprived, and we were able to come out and get a win because that was what's most important to us. We could chill tomorrow.
You're down 11 to start the fourth. Some teams may quit in that situation, but that group brought you back. The guy next to you, MPJ, couldn't miss at that point. How valuable was that time?
I mean, it's super valuable. I mean, MPJ is one of the, premier shooters in the league. I think he's the best, especially at his size and being able to rebound the way he does. He just helps our team in so many ways. And more than anything, I'm thankful to have him as a teammate. I think a lot of people don't know what type of great guy he is off the court. So to see all that stuff come to fruition in the game, there's nobody more hardworking or who deserves it more. So I'm happy for him. And then that group that came in the fourth quarter and helped us go on that 12-4 run, it was a big time run for us, especially for that group just continuing to get some continuity and kind of some cohesion playing together. We haven't had that much experience, but that's a group that definitely needs to stay together, especially going into playoffs and later in the season.
Congrats.
Thanks, brother. Appreciate that, Vic.
You heard it there, 7-0 on second nights of back-to-backs. The Denver Nuggets get the job done in Game 2 against the San Antonio Spurs. Let's take a look at what everyone's talking about on social media. Jokic versus Wemby every time they play against each other. Agree or disagree?
I mean, it might get that way. I mean, Wemby has to raise his level, but yeah, I mean, this could be a real rivalry.
Jokic said to Vic, I'm excited to play against him for years to come. Yep, Wemby versus Jokic is the best matchup I've seen since Steph versus LeBron.
Yeah, it is really, really good.
Wow, that's a high level to put that in right now.
Yeah, it's just, you know, you see two bigs like this. Katie, this is the way it used to actually be in the NBA, where the bigs were the centers actually of attention.
I mean,
most must-watch basketball will love. Yes, let's let them play 82 times a year. I would love that. It is a throwback in that sense, and these two players, you know, are the new faces of the league, really.
Even taking the throwback element out of it, it is like two players that are so unique and such unicorns that it is such a fun matchup to watch as a basketball fan because of the level of skill that both of them have. And I'm so excited. We get this, hopefully for
well, at least for a couple
while,
more years.
A couple more years.
That's what Jokic said.
To be exact, to be continued. We'll go with that. All right, let's get to our Path to Victory presented by Pathwater, the exclusive water partner of the Denver Nuggets. Boston Celtics come to the Mile High City on Tuesday, so a well-deserved off day tomorrow.
Yeah.
For the Denver Nuggets, for our altitude crews who've been working this week. The Clippers come to town right after that, so, you know, from one back-to-back to another. The Nuggets will just have another back-to-back.
I don't understand. Why doesn't the NBA just eliminate these back-to-backs?
That's a great question. I don't know. I don't know. I wish I had an answer for you. Then we have the Nets on Friday, and then 2, which, again, the way that it should be done if you're going to play the same team twice. Put them both in the same city.
Same city. Same city. Just do it that way. Why are we traveling?
He's mad.
I am actively mad about this. I'm sorry. That is a bad
It takes a lot to get like Dempsey's face to get like that and his tone to be like, why are we doing this?
Yeah, this is
schedule.
Yeah.
Schedule makers. He's got a bone to pick with you.
Yeah, this is fly both teams of San Antonio. But look, the Dallas Mavericks, those duo games probably will be without Luka Doncic in those games. So that will be a situation where the Nuggets hopefully can take advantage of.
But who's playing in the Clipper game?
Kawhi Leonard. Oh, hey, this guy who's currently on
He's playing. Right, he's active. He is active for the Los Angeles Clippers. So we'll see Kawhi Leonard for the first time.
Yeah, he's back for the first time tonight.
After you get the reigning champs on Tuesday. All right, that's going to do it for Nuggets post-game live. Thank you so much for joining us. He's actually doing his job. Don't let him fool you. It's not like he's paying attention to that. Nuggets get the 11-point win in San Antonio. They get revenge in the Alamo City, 7-0. With no rest. The Denver Nuggets get this gritty win. They play the Celtics at home on Tuesday. We will not have your coverage for that, so we will see you on Wednesday. No.
MPJ, what a night.
Oh, what a night for Michael Porter Jr. and Nikola Jokic and the Denver Nuggets. Thanks for joining us.